see my breath. It's 30 degrees. Oh man, car is freezing. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about the exhaust setups for the B9. Woo! Now, we've been lucky enough to test out a couple different things here on the B9 platform, specifically my S4, Evan's S5, and another setup for Evan's S5. I feel like we're qualified to kind of give some advice, give some sound clips for every single one. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I know that wasn't the most aggressive cold start in the world, but I kind of like it that way. So might as well dive right into it. Like I said, I have a stock exhaust and just a Catless downpipe with a stage 2 tune on it. So it's not too bad. It does burble, it crackles. So that's a cold start with this setup. What it sounds like driving, I will include right here. That's perfect. Obviously on the interior, it sounds pretty darn good. It's not too obnoxious. It does not drone, and it still gives you that like oomph of power from the inside that makes it sound really sporty when you're driving, and I really do enjoy the sound this car makes just with the Catless downpipe. From the outside, just doing a couple quick revs, it sounds like this. Obviously a little more aggressive with the crackle tune and the pops and all of that, but that's through the tuning. I believe there is a way to turn off the crackles and popcorn kind of tune on it, but I haven't explored that yet. Obviously you guys get an idea of kind of the sound. The volume's kind of difficult because with exhaust it kind of peaks and does all these different things with the audio. Just recorded off my iPhone here, so it's tough to kind of give you that, but I'm doing my best here, okay? It's not super loud with this Catless setup because I still have the stock muffler. Now there are valves in the mufflers, the stock system. Obviously right now I have open, but if I do this, flip it into comfort mode, they close up and you can hear the difference. I'm gonna open them one more time. And I'm gonna show you what that sounds like outside the car right now. Now, I'll just tell you 99.9% of the time I'm driving, the exhaust valves are open in my individual mode because I mostly use this car commuting to and from work, so I don't need to have it doing high revs and all that business. Obviously, if I want to do some sporty fun, call it spirited driving, you just throw it right into dynamic mode, and it does sound so good with the pops. And it's a little more aggressive letting off shifts when it's like 3,000, 4,000 RPM. It just gives you that bah, 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 bah. It's so good, so good. One question I get is, does it stink at idle? Can you smell it? Can you smell it in the cabin? No, I cannot. Sometimes when I'm at idle in like the summertime and I have my windows down, I can smell it if I'm like at a red light or stop sign or whatever. But when you're just driving this car, no, you absolutely cannot. So that's one option, is leaving the exhaust stock and then just getting a Catless downpipe. Now the Catless downpipe pairs with a stage 2 software. So you're gonna get a tune, you're gonna get the crackle, you're gonna get a new tone with the exhaust setup that you just changed. So that is one option. I'll say in my honest opinion, I really like it. It's not too much, it's just perfect. So the other option is doing a full catback system, which we did on Evan's car. The S5, we did an AWE track exhaust. Now the track exhaust does not have mufflers. The touring exhaust does have mufflers. So there was never a point where we did the touring exhaust only on the B9 platform, but I can include a clip with credits to someone who did, and it sounds just like this. track exhaust, obviously there is a lack of muffler. I will say it's louder, but with the stock catalytic converter in the downpipe, it softens it up a bit. So the sound is unique. It sounds better, it sounds louder, it sounds very sporty. I do really like the exhaust note and tone of the track exhaust from AWE. But if you're looking to go louder, you gotta get the downpipe, you gotta go stage 2. So the one major thing about the full catback system is the price. It is not cheap to do a full exhaust system. And if you're gonna pay a shop to do it, you're gonna pay even more. So you gotta factor in, is it worth it to you? Or should you save the money, just get a downpipe and then go stage 2 with the software? The other exhaust we did on Evan's car was the track exhaust, but in addition to that, doing a Catless downpipe. So with that setup, it is ridiculously loud. And I'm gonna give you the clip that we did from the first startup here. It just sounds like a straight pipe tractor. It was honestly like almost deafening in the shop. You had to yell just to talk. It's ridiculous. So I'll put that clip right here. Yeah, it sounds fine when it idles. It's just loud. That sounds so good. Oh my God. God, dude. It sounds like a straight pipe GTR. So obviously you're gonna get a lot more volume with that setup because there's not a restrictive catalytic converter. It's just a straight pipe essentially, and there's no muffler. So yes, it's very loud. It crackles, it bangs on downshifts and upshifts. It's too loud in my opinion. I would not run this on my daily driver. And actually, since that car has been sold, it's been put back to stage 1 with my stock downpipe. So it's back to the original AWE track exhaust sounding car with the stock downpipe and all that. Now those are the setups that we've done on cars that we've built on the channel. There are other channels out there that have experimented with things like the X-pipe and the downpipe with the stock exhaust system otherwise, which I may end up doing. I'm not quite sure yet. If I do want it to be a bit louder, I might do like the ECS X-pipe. We only have experience doing AWE. So if you guys have different systems, I think IE makes a system for this, and there are obviously other companies that do exhaust system suites for the B9. So if you've had a good experience with any other company, please let us know here in the comments, because we're always open to suggestions, and I know you guys like to help each other in the comments also. So if you have a question, chances are somebody else has the same question. If you want to know what a certain exhaust sounds like, ask away. I'm sure somebody's got the same one. Now, I know it's just kind of another video of me yapping, but I did want to make this again to answer some questions that I get most frequently on the channel, which is around exhaust systems, setups, different things you can do here with the B9 platform. Exhaust noise level and volume is a really tough one to portray over video, so I recommend doing a lot of research and making sure you get what you want. The worst thing you can do is like go full straight pipe and be like, wow, this is way too loud to daily, I hate it, it sucks, it stinks, and then end up regretting your decision. Now, obviously, disclaimer, the state that you're in, if you're in the US or a different country, you need to pass your emissions. So that may have a factor. The warranty may have a factor in your decision. All these things you have to consider. Do your research. If it is a Catless setup, chances are it's not gonna pass inspection in most states. Luckily here in Michigan, we do not have inspections, so we can just register the car, chop off the exhaust willy-nilly like psychos, and all is good in the world. But if you need mufflers on your car, if you need a cat on your car, like you need to follow the rules. Unless you can swindle it around and replace it when it's time for your inspection. You don't want to get tickets for this kind of stuff, guys. It's just not worth it. So I leave you with this. Be smart, do your research, ask questions. If this was at all helpful, make sure to hit like for the algorithm. I just want your guys' opinion. I want your guys' questions. I want your guys' expertise, knowledge, and wisdom on the topic. So if you have a certain exhaust that you love for the B9, let us know. I want to know. I appreciate you guys all for watching. Let's hit 30,000 subscribers. We're almost there. Thank you guys very much. Cheers. Until next time, we'll see ya.